Hi guys, today we are going to discuss Cambridge Primary Checkpoint, Science, Paper 2, Paper Code 0846/02, Past Paper, April 2021. This test is for 45 minutes. First, let's scroll all over the question. So you may take a screenshot and pause this video for a while for practice and prepare for your coming checkpoint. This is question number 1. This is question number 1A. 1A. And this is 1A, B, and C. 1A, B, and C. Can you take the screenshot? Now let's move on to number 2. This one. And this is the question 2A. Now let's move on to 2B. So this is 2A and B. Next is question number 3. The whole paper of number 3, the whole page 3A. And there is 3B. So have you taken the screenshot? This is the whole page of number 3. This is when we zoom in, this is number 3, and this is the diagram. And next is this is the question. Let's move on to question number 4. A and B. And let's move to question C and D for C and D. And next is number 5. A. This is it, the whole page of number 5. Number 5A. This is the question. Next is 5B. Let's move on to question number 6. This is it. Zoom out. This is number 6, the whole question for number 6. And this is number 7A and B. Next, let's move on to question number 8, A and B. And then this is 8A, B, and C. Next, let's move to question number 9. Then zoom out. This is 9. This is 9A, the whole page. This is the question 9A. And let's move to question 9B. And this is question 9C. Next, this is 9D. And then we reach question number 10. This is number 10A. And move to question number 10B and 10C. This is 10ABC. Next, this is 10D. So this is 10A, B, C, and D. Let's continue to question 11A, 11B, and 11C and D. And now this is question 12. The whole table. And this is the question 12A. This is the table. And this is the question 12A. Next is question 12B and C. We shall move to question 13. This is the introduction, and this is the question for 13. This is the whole page of 13. Next, let's move to question 13b and C and D. This is it. And this is the zoom in 13b, 13c, 13b, and 13c and D. Next, let's check it out. Oh, this is all blank page, and that is the last question for this paper. Question 13. Now let's scroll up so we may do the discussion. You can pause this video, take some time to do, and after that we can see the discussion together. Let's move up to question number 1. This is question number 1. The picture shows a bird gliding in the sky. This is force A, and this is force B. Complete these sentences. Force A slows down the bird. Force A is called, and force B pulled bird towards the earth. So force B is called what? Well, force A will be the force that against the movement of the earth, so it should be air friction, while force B is the pull by gravitational force, so it should be weight. The weight of the bird is the force. So this will be our answer. Force A is called air friction and force B is called weight. Next, let's move on. Now we have question C. Question C, force is measured in, force is measured in Newton. It's in Newton. Now let's check question 2. People need to care for the environment. Look at the sign. Please do not. There's a word missing on the sign. Write down the missing word in the box on the sign. So this should be easy. Do not litter. So the answer for this will be do not litter. Next, question B. Write down 2 other ways people care for the environment. So the answer for this may vary. It's an open answer. This is just an example of the answer. Plant trees. And number 2 is reduce, reuse, and recycle paper. So less trees are cut down. And when we plant trees, more plants or more trees to absorb the carbon dioxide. Well, you may have another possible answer. So if you doubt, you may write down in the comment section. If you open this video through Susan Hira YouTube channel, we will surely verify and reply to you. Now let's move to next question. Question number 3. Glassy has a mixture of glass beads, salt, sand, and steel powder. The glass beads are much bigger than the particles of sand and steel. She separates this mixture to get glass beads, salt solution, sand, and steel. Look at the flow chart describing how she separates the mixture. So this is the flow chart. Mixtures of glass beads, salt, sand, and steel powder, stage A, is separated into mixture of salt, sand, and steel powder, and glass bead is separated. After that, through stage B, mixture of salt, sand, and steel powder is separated into mixture of salt and sand, and steel powder is separated. Next, through stage C, mixture of salt and sand is separated into sand and salt solution. Question A. What is the name of the process used in stage A? So stage A, we see that glass bead is removed. Now glass bead is a big particle, much bigger particle in here. It's written there. Glass bead is much bigger than the particle of sand and steel. So this process must be a sheaving process because glass bead is of greater size. It can be separate by separate by shiving. Next, describe what Blasi does in stage B. So we see in stage B, steel powder is separated. Now we know that steel are magnetic materials, so we can separate this stage B using magnet to attract the steel powder. So the answer will be use a magnet to attract steel powder. Next will be question number 4. This is number 4. Look at the information about the melting point and boiling point of some substances. Substance A to F. This is all the melting point and boiling point. Which substance has the same boiling point as water? Choose from the table. So boiling point of water will be 100 degrees Celsius. So it should be substance A. The answer for this is A. Now let's move to question B. Which substance has the same melting point as water? So we know that water melt at 0 degrees Celsius, so it should be D. The answer should be D. Next, what is the freezing point of substance E? The freezing point of substance E. So if we see substance E is this, and this is the melting point. The melting point is also the same as freezing point. It's the point where the state can be changed from solid to liquid, or if it's freezing, it will be liquid to solid, but at same temperature 55, so it should be 55 degrees Celsius. The answer. And next, the temperature in the classroom is 25 degrees Celsius. The substances in the table are stored in the classroom. Which 3 substances are liquid in the classroom? So classroom is 25 degree. Liquid mean they have melting point less than 25 degrees Celsius. So if they have melting point less than 25 degrees Celsius, let's check out the one that has melting point less than 25 is this one, and this one. So we have A, we have B, and we have F. This is liquid at room temperature. A, D, and F will be our answer. A, D, and F. Let's move on to next question. It will be question number 5. Flowering plants have a life cycle. The picture shows different stages in the life cycle of an apple plant. They are not in correct order. Letter A to E, and A is fruit, B is seeds, C is flower, D is seedling, E is tree. Next, and write the letters in correct order to show the stages of the life cycle of the apple plant. One has been done for you, so we start with D, which is seedling. Well, the seedling will grow into a tree, so it should be E after this. Now, next is after that, the tree will produce flower to reproduce. So this should be C after this. C, flower. And next, the flower will have the male and female part, and there will be pollination. After that, followed by fertilization. Then it will form a fruit after fertilization. So the fruit will form the fruit. After this will be fruit. Will be A after this. Next, our last is B. B is the last. The fruit, the seed that when fall on the correct places, it will grow again into young seedling, and that's why it repeated the cycle. So that is our answer. Next, look at the seeds of the apple plant. Describe how the apple seeds are dispersed. Well, apple fruit always looks yummy to eat. So the way the seed is dispersed is they are eaten by the animal. The animal will eat the fruit and spread the seeds in their droppings. That's how the seeds are dispersed. Next, we move to number 6. This is number 6. The picture shows the electrical circuit symbol. Draw a line to match its symbol with the correct name. Symbol of this one, and this one. So this will be a switch. and this will be a cell. This will be a buzzer. For complete notes about electricity, you may see the revision notes for science primary checkpoint in our other video. You can check the links in the description section. If you open this video through Susan Yura channel, you can open the description section. There are lots of links useful for you. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Question 7. The question is about materials. A compass contains a magnetic material. Complete the sentence. The name of one magnetic material is, should be iron or steel. So we write iron in here. Next. Complete these sentences about the uses and properties of materials. Glass is used to make windows. We use glass because. Wool is used to make clothes. We use wool because. Plastic is used to make food containers. We use plastic because. Concrete is used to make bridges over roads. We use concrete because. So we use glass because it's transparent. We use wool because it is soft. We use plastic because it is waterproof. We use concrete because it is strong. You may have other possible answer. If you need to verify, please write down in the comment section in Susan Hida channel. Well, let's move on to next question. This is question 8. Rajiv makes a musical instrument using drinking straw. And this is the card. Describe how Rajiv uses the drinking straw to make sound. So it will be blow into the hole of the straw. Alright, next. Describe how Rajiv makes the sound louder. So he should blow harder. To make it louder, he should blow harder. And next, as the length of the drinking straw decreases, the pitch increases. So the shorter straw will have higher frequency, and that's why it will have higher pitch. Pitch increases. For this one, you may try this at home. Just cut the straw and shorter or longer, and you try to blow. You'll find out that the shortest straw has the highest tone, highest pitch, highest frequency. All right, next question 9. Mia and Lily investigates how lungs work. Look at the equipment they use. Mia, tube, blow, plastic bottle, and tank of water. This is the method they use. Lily measure the amount of water in the plastic bottle. There's a scale here, and Mia breathes out down the tube. That the air that Mia breathes out removes some of the water in the bottle. Lily measured new amount of water in the plastic bottle, and they repeat the method with their friends. Question A. Lily measured the amount of water in liters. What amount is Lily measuring? Circle the correct answer. Well, amount of water is measured in volume as volume. So we circle volume. Next, question B. Here are their results. Mia, Lily, Priya, Blessy, Aiko. Amount of water at start in liters is the same, and amount of water in the end is different, depending on how much they can blow. Amount of water removed in liters, so we just subtract the start with the end. 5 minus 2 is 3. 5 minus 3.5 is 1.5, and so on. So 5 minus 1.5 is 3.5. That will be our answer, 3.5. So we have 5 minus 1.5 is 3.5. That will be our answer. Next, let's move to question C. Question C asks to complete the bar chart to show the results for the amount of water removed. Include the label for y-axis. So what should we do? Let's check it out. So you can see on the x-axis is the name of the 5 people, and here will be the table shows will be the amount of water removed. Well, will be this part. So we have to write down here the amount of water removed in liters, and next plot the table. It will be all this data. So Mia is 3. So we plot Mia is 3. So Mia is 3. We have to draw Mia is 3 here. So let's plot this one. Mia is 3. somehow like that. And this it will be the amount of water removed. It will be in liter. Now, if we follow all this data, Lily is 1.5. It is 1.5, so we just plot Lily to 1.5. 1.5 will be the middle, here to here. So that will create a complete bar chart. So after we complete, it will be like this: amount of water removed in liter. Lily, Mia, Lily, Priya, Blasi, and Aiko. All the data. So you can see that Priya is 2.5. This is Priya is 2.5 here, and Blasi is 3. Blasi is 3. The same like Mia, and Aiko is 3.5. Aiko is 3.5 here. So that's it. Okay, it's just our table. Now let's move to next question. Question D, Lily says the amount of water removed equals to the amount of air breathed out. Who breathed out the least amount of air? Well, from the graph, we can see that the least is Lily. This is the shortest. So our answer should be Lily. Okay, let's move on to next number. This is number 10. The table shows some information about different planets in the solar system. Planet A to E, distance from the sun in million kilometer, time to spin on axis in Earth days, and time to orbit the sun in Earth years. Which planet is nearest to the sun? Circle the correct answer. We can see the distance. The nearest is the smallest, so it should be A. Next, which planet take the most time to move around the sun? So to move around the sun to orbit will be this one. So it will be planet D. Planet D. Next, describe the relationship between the distance from the sun and the time to orbit the sun. Distance from the sun, if we see this is um, the smallest. This is the smallest, the nearest, and this is the second nearest. This is the third nearest. This is the fourth nearest. This is the fifth nearest. And if we see time to orbit the sun, the nearest will have 0.2. This is the least time. And number 2 is 0.6, so it is matching. Number 3 is 1, and number 4 is 1.9. Planet E with this distance has 1.9 years to orbit the sun, and the last is the same. So the numbers the same, then we can conclude that as distance from the sun increases, the time to orbit the sun also increases. Alright, if you have any question, please feel free to write in the comment section. We'll surely reply to you. Further explanation in another video. Let's move on. Question D. Which planet is Earth? Explain your answer. Well, if you see Earth need 1 year to orbit the sun, and it needs 1 day to spin on its axis. So 1 and 1, so the planet Earth must be B. That will be our answer, D. B is B, 1 day and 1 year, so it's B, planet B. Planet B. Explain your answer. Planet B takes 1 year to orbit the sun and 1 day to spin on its axis. Now this is question 11. Oliver finds this information on the internet. Animal, cat, dog, elephant, or snake. Number of bones in the body: 230, 320, 326, 205, 1800. Snake has greatest number of bones. Put the animal in correct order from most to least number of bones most number of bones and least number of bones. So if we arrange this, we'll get snake has the most, and elephant, followed by elephant, and then dog and cat. After that will be horse least. Next number. The skeleton of a human has 206 bones. How many more bones are there in the skeleton of a cat compared to the human? Now, cat is 230, while human 206. So the difference, how many more, is we just subtract 230 minus 206. It will be 24 bones, 24 more bones. Next, question C. Write down 2 reasons why animal have a skeleton. Well, the answer is to support and give shape to their bodies, and after that, to protect internal organs. To protect internal organs, to support and give shape to their bodies. Well, question D is the snake Oliver found on the internet is 7 meters long. Some snakes only have 600 bones, while this 7 meter has 1,800 bones. So the question is, why do some snakes have fewer bones? Well, this is the pictures of bones of snakes. The longer the snake, the more bone it has because it is arranged like this way. So the shorter the snake, the fewer bones it has. So their body lengths are shorter, so less bones are needed to support their bodies. That is the reason why do some snake has fewer bones. Question 12. Jamila and Carlos heat a substance. They measure the temperature of the substance every minute. Before they start the investigation, Jamila makes this prediction. The longer the substance is heated, the higher the temperature of the substance. To get their results, times 0 to 10. And temperature is 25, move increases all upward, and there's a constant 49, 49, 49, and then it increases again. Question. Complete the sentence to describe the pattern in the result. As time increases, you can see as time increases up to here, the temperature increases up to here. But for this one, from 6 to 8 minutes, it remained the same 49 degrees Celsius. And after that, it increased again at the time 9 minutes and 10 minutes. So we can conclude that from time 0 to times 6 minutes, the temperature increases, and after that it remained constant from time 6 to 8 minutes, and it starts to increase again at the time 9 minutes to 10 minutes. Well, we conclude our answer. As time increases, the temperature of the substance increases from t equals 0 minute to 6 minutes, then remain constant from t 6 minutes to t 8 minutes. This one constant, and then after that increases again at t 9 minutes till 10 minutes. All right, let's move to next question. Do the results support Jamila prediction? Explain your answer. Well, the answer will be yes, because before heating, the temperature is 25 degrees and reaches 57 degrees after 10 minutes. So it supports the hypothesis. Next. Carlos decide to present the result in another way. Circle the best way to present the result. So is it bar chart? Is it histogram? Is it line graph or pie chart? So to show the increase in temperature, it is more suitable, it will be a line graph. So we can see the movement, so it will be line graph. So you can see how it moves, things like this and like this. It will be suitable for this kind of graph or data. So we answer line graph. Things like this go up and here and something like this. It will be the time minute versus the temperature. Question 13. Priya and Chen investigates shadow. The picture shows the equipment they use. Pause. Shadow, large sheet of white paper. Priya and Chen place a large sheet of white paper on the ground. Put a pause at one end of the paper. Measure the length of the shadow at different times of the day. The pause makes a shadow. Why does the pause make a shadow? Tick the correct box. Is it the pause is heavy? Or is it opaque? Or is it tall? Or it is transparent? Well, the pause makes shadow because it blocks the light. So the object should be opaque in order to block the light. So it should be opaque. That will be our answer. Question B, here are their results. Time of the day, 10:30 every 30 minutes after 13:30, and the length of shadow in cm is 144, and we can see it decreases here, and now it is increase again in 13:30. So it decreases up to 105, and after that it is started to increase again. This one increase again. What is the difference in the length of the shadow between 10:30 to 11? 10:30 to 11 will be 144 minus 129 will be subtract will be 15 cm. So the answer is 15 cm. What time of day did they observe the shortest length shadow? Well, we've seen here is 12 because it's the shortest. After that, it increased again at 12:30, so it's 105. It's 12:00. Next, Pri and Chen did not record a length for 13:00. Predict the length of the shadow at 13:00. So we see it in here. The difference is 126 minus 111. We have the difference is 15. So we have to separate this into something, and then this one something that add up to 15. Let's just divide 15 by 2. It will be 7.5. So we are free to choose this one. We put this plus 7. So it will be 118. And this will be plus 8, so it will match up to 15. So you can answer 118 or 119 will be okay. So 118 cm. So that is the last question. Now we will scroll all over up there till you can take a screenshot of the mark scheme. So this is the mark scheme for number 1, A, B, C. It's 1, A, B, C. Okay, this is the mark scheme for number 2. This is now mark scheme for number 2B. And then next is number 3, A and B. Next we move to number 4, A and B and C. And 4D. Next we move to the mark scheme number 5. And then we move to 5B. And 6. Number 6 is this. This is number 6. And let's move to number 7, A and B. This is 7A and this is 7B. Next is number 8, A and B and C. Next, number 9. It's the answer A, 9A. Next is 9B. And 9C. And next is line D. And let's move to 10, number 10A, 10B, and 10C. And also this is 10D. Next is question 11, A, B, and question 11C and D. And next is question 12A and 12B and C. Next will be question 13 and 13B, and then C and D, and that's the last. So today we have discussed science checkpoint with paper code 0846/02, paper 2, April 2021 for primary level. Please ring the bell and subscribe so you'll be the first to be notified when we release our newest and latest update covering all past paper as well as all other interesting topics. And check the links in the description if you open this through Susan Hiro YouTube channel. Click the symbol at the right bottom corner. You will see all other usable links and in the description section, and like and share to anybody who might need it because this is absolutely free. So today's discussion is conducted by Study Nutrition Online. We cater for all these programs. Uh, you can send us through email if you have any paper question need to be solved. Send to this email and we will surely reply to you and we'll see what we can do for you to help you. Well, bye bye and God bless you.